the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. Second and 3.
Check 9. Gun.
Newton now to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. He was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And a Panther first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Newton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's first and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Gun.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Orleans Darkwa, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Luck. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Cross.
Off of play action. Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there. First down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity. Treat it as such.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Luck. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing again is Luck. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Luke Kuechly. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Luck now to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In your face.
Throwing on third down. Love. And that will be incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Pierre Desir in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. We got 4. We got 4. Check 4, check 4. Great.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Panthers.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. Out left side here to Bryant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Ready? 1 to the 3. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 1st and 10, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's go. Lucky.
On first down, it's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They run with Hines, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. This is Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
3 down. 12.
From the gun, here's Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike, it's going to be a long day.
McCaffrey on the counter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
What's that? Right in. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Here's Darquan. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run with Darquan. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Newton. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
That's it, Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the car.
On the run, Darquan. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Darquan. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break. Lock. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Check out. Watch the 37. 50. I got it. 11B.
A shotgun snap for Long. Funches has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check out. 622.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On the delay, here's Hines. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Ready! Go ahead.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's get it. Watch the run.
A toss here to Scarlett. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. Able to find a rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Again, Luck. inside by Hilton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here's Lott. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
12. Check Mike, 27. Check Mike.
From the red zone now, Lott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Wilkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On first down, Newton. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Newton to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first and 10, Lott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, quick. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Newton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one. Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point. Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does. You're a company man. Aren't I, though? And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Luck. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Colts going on 4th. It's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
That's it. 180. 53. Mike. No chance.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
53. Mike, 53. You.
And they will take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on. Hey, 50's a mic, 50's a mic.
Out of the gun, Locke. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a first down throw, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To the air again, Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On first down, Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. One last throw here for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah, but I